Hi, Greg Hamsher, Aadvantage Insurance Group, a family-owned and operated independent insurance agency in central Pennsylvania. Today's video is about weddings. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. My family was actually just at a wedding over the weekend where my two daughters were flower girls. My son was the ring bearer for a cousin in the family. And I just heard on the radio that September is actually now the most popular month for weddings. So I thought I'd take this beautiful morning, step outside and do a quick video on weddings and insurance. I know that's probably the last thing you're thinking about whenever you're starting to plan your wedding, but it is important. And if you are gonna have your wedding at any kind of venue, then you're gonna need to listen to this video. So weddings and insurance, not a fun match, but let's get into it. So really quick, if you are having your ceremony or the reception at a venue, most of those venues are going to require to see some proof of liability coverage. Typically, that coverage is going to have to be in the name of whoever is signing the contract. So if parents of the groom are signing the contract, they are going to have to provide some sort of liability protection. Parents of the bride or the bride and the groom, that liability protection is going to have to be in their names. Typically, the venues are going to require $1 million in coverage. And depending on if you're serving alcohol or not, they're also going to require some sort of liquor liability coverage. So, as a general overview, if the parents of the groom are signing the contract and they have a homeowner's policy, some venues may actually accept a homeowner's policy in those cases. As an agent, we're typically going to require or recommend that you increase your liability coverage on your home to $1 million. That's a relatively inexpensive way to do that. And depending on the carrier, they may actually have specific forms that you can fill out or the agent can fill out that would show the coverage. You provide that to the venue and they are happy. If you are serving alcohol and you are hiring somebody, paying them in cash to serve that alcohol, you are either going to need to get a separate standalone policy for an event, or you're going to have to make sure that whoever you are hiring to serve that alcohol has their own coverage. It's really important. That's probably the biggest liability exposure that you are going to have in that wedding, making sure that everybody is safe while having fun and drinking. Okay. I mentioned event insurance. That is probably the easiest way to address all of these concerns. There are a lot of moving parts. And you can go to some companies and get just a 1-day or 2-day wedding policy that will cover liability, liquor liability, the whole 9 yards. Normally, some of these programs will actually email the policy or the information directly to the venue, so you don't have to worry about it. And in general, those costs of those policies are about $300 to $400, depending on what you're doing, how many guests are attending, and how long you need that policy to be in effect. So, yeah, I know you're spending a lot of money for this celebration. Just plan on that extra cost. It typically is the cleanest way to provide liability coverage. Like I said, some venues will accept homeowners policies, but I think we're seeing that a little bit less commonly. Those venues are now requiring more complex coverages. That's just the society that we live in today. So, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those down below. Love hearing from you guys. Again, we have a free resource on our website. I encourage you to click on the link below and go get that resource. And until next time, have a great day.